Okay, so if you are, okay, so we both, okay, I'm trying to start my business and this other person is trying to start their business. So we're gonna do work for each other.
Okay.
So, but we want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Give like a review for each other.
A referral fee?
No, like
Oh,
a
Like
review.
a
reviews.
review, like
Review.
on,
Yeah. So how can we do that so Google won't like penalize us? So like one of us will just have to mention that person and maybe put their site on there, but don't link to it? Is that how, that's the only way it'll work?
Yeah, so it's only a violation if you're linking to each other. In that sense, it's a traded link, and that's against the rules. If you simply put a review on her site or his site and vice versa, that's just you're both talking about each other. That's totally fine.
Oh,
You could theoretically do this like reviews on trade reviews on Google My Business.
yeah, but
Like
I'll add to that. So for Google My Business, one thing is kind of don't look at it as trade reviews because Google doesn't like that. So I wouldn't go on and say today we're doing a review and just immediately do one for each other. I would just pick a good time that you want to leave a review and you do it, and then the other person do the same. It shouldn't be right immediately after one another. The other thing is in your review, I would just not imply that you work together. I know you've got two separate businesses, but don't make sure the wording doesn't imply that like you're working for them like as an employee. I know that you're not, but just make sure your terminology doesn't imply that. Just say, something that you work together on projects or however you're going to word it, but try to be careful because Google doesn't allow employees to review
no,
one
we're gonna
another.
do, the way we're doing it is like they asking me to do something for them that they don't want to do, but I do it, and
Yes.
then I'm asking them for a type of service also,
Sure.
and they're helping me.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm not
fine.
employee type thing.
Yeah, I just want to make sure because the way Google works is they don't allow employees to leave reviews. And I just, even though we know that you're not employees
Oh,
of one
okay.
another, we want to make sure that the terminology you use doesn't make Google think that.
Oh, okay, got you.
That's
Okay.
the main thing. We know it, but we want to make sure that Google doesn't look at some of your wording and think, oh, this is an employee. This isn't a valid review. So that's the main thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the worry I would have is really limited to links from each website, Lavonia.
Right. So just have a review, but no link.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're trading links, that is against Google's guidelines. So be magnanimous in your review and showcase how awesome they are by all means on your website. And if they would like to put one reviewing you on their website, just be careful about trading links or linking to them and vice versa. And, that's the only real worry is where you're trading links. Otherwise, by all means, share reviews. In fact, one of the things I do is just if I'm fishing for reviews, right? Because reviews need to be organic, of course. We don't want to buy reviews. We don't want to treat or write reviews for someone else. But so sometimes the best way to get reviews is by giving a review. And then so the kind of people feel a norm of reciprocity to say, oh, I'm going to give them a review back. And so I've done this on many different platforms where I just go through people I know who know me and review them. And lo and behold, not too long after that, a lot of them will review me as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's I'm not expecting a review back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not in cahoots to get reviews back. I'm not really manipulating anything. The reviews are completely organic. I'm just kind of giving people the idea that they might want to give me a review by reviewing them.
Okay.
So that might be another way to get reviews, because even though the review doesn't have a link, it still can help you.
Oh, yeah.
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 And one thing you could do is you could look at, so part of the branded link building process in the Curious Ants plan shows you how to look for people reviewing your website. And the idea here is when someone's trying to decide whether or not to work for you, they're going to put your business through the ringer and try to figure out if anybody else says that you're as good as you say you are.
Right.
So Google will even suggest in the manual review guidelines, which we've talked about before, how to search for people who talk about your business. You could approach this kind of same way and go through third-party websites and start saying, okay, that example here, Yelp. I see that Yelp shows up pretty frequently for your business or for my business.
Mhm.
So I'm going to review you on Yelp with the hopes that you review me on Yelp, so that in a way you can do the same process, but on third-party websites. I don't know if I'm being clear, but the idea is it's one thing to have a review on your website. That's great, right? I have a section of testimonials on my site. But that's also kind of not objective, right? Because obviously I'm only putting the good testimonials on my own website. But if I go and have a third-party website, like Super Pages, or there's a bunch of others. Google, obviously Google, but I'm trying to think of something besides Google.
No, I know.
So what I
Yeah.
can do is like one of us can do Google My Business and the other one can have a review on their actual website.
That's true. But I guess what I'm suggesting is follow the process for branded link building and see what other websites list your business and see if there's an opportunity to have a review from them on that. So when someone searches your business, that other website, maybe it's Angie's List, shows up.
Oh, okay.
And it has their review on Angie's List.
Oh, okay.
So then it's not just you saying, hey, I'm awesome. Look at my friend says I'm good. It's Angie's List. Someone has reviewed me on Angie's List,
Gotcha.
or the Better Business Bureau, or
That's what I was
Super
thinking, Better Business
Pages, or whatever. Obviously Google My Business. Yelp is, we know Yelp is kind of corrupt and will kind of.
Yeah, and aren't they to kind of on a little bit as far as like not other places trusting them, kind of going down a little bit? I heard something that I can't remember. Something used to use Bing reviews, and they don't use it anymore. I can't remember what that is, but I don't know.
At one point, last time we spoke about Alexa.
Yeah, it was Alexa then. Alexa's not using Yelp anymore, and I can't remember what Alexa is using.
Yeah, I in my experiments, Alexa is using Bing.
That was it. That was it. Because I think I said Alexa was using Yelp, but I think they changed. They used to, and they changed to Bing, I believe, is what.